Hi, Fields friends. I am so happy to see you guys today. Today I'm going to be teaching you about using Google Meet and what our rules are when we are all together online. When we are in the classroom together, we always have rules. What should you do when you're sitting on the carpet? What should you do when you're walking in the hallway? Just like that, we're going to have some rules about being online together. So we're going to go over those rules together. Right now, you might see two Miss Fieldses on the screen. That's because I want to show you how to use Google Meet, and I want you to be able to see my face at the same time. So I know it looks a little bit silly, but it'll be really helpful here in a second. So if you guys give me just 1 second, I'm going to present my screen for you so that you can see our Google Meet rules. Awesome. Okay, you should be able to see our Google Meet rules now on the screen. The first rule is to be on time. Can you say that with me? Be on time. That means a couple minutes before the lesson starts, go ahead and get set up in your quiet area and get logged on. Rule number 2 is to mute your mic. Can you do that with me? Mute your mic. At the bottom of the Google Meet screen, right here at the bottom, you can see a button that looks like a microphone. It looks just like this. When you want to talk, you'll click that microphone to talk. But when you get on the meeting, the first thing you're going to do is mute your mic. So it will look like this with a red line across. I'm going to practice now, and you can see that you won't be able to hear me. Ready? You weren't able to hear me until I made it look like this with no red line. So when it's your turn to talk, you're going to click it to make it look like this. But all the rest of the time when Miss Fields is teaching, we're going to ask that it looks like this. During the lessons, I might go like this. And that means mute your mic. Or I might go like this. Unmute if it's your turn to talk. Rule number 3 is a quiet place. You need to find a quiet place in your home for our lessons so that we can't hear brother or sister or mom or dad around the house, and we can only hear you and what you're saying about your learning. Rule number 4 is to have your camera on. The camera looks like this, and that's so we can see your face. When your camera is off, we can't see your face. The button is right here down at the bottom. It looks like a camera. So if I hold this up, camera off, you can click the button and watch what happens. See how my face turned like a picture at the top? That's because I turned my camera off. Now watch when I turn my camera on. Here I am. Now you can see 2 of me again. We're going to ask that during our lessons, our camera is always on so that I can see you and you can see me. The next rule is to pay attention. That means you are learning some really, really cool things from Miss Fields, and I'm only going to have you a few minutes a day on camera. So I would love for you to pay attention the whole time. The next thing is to raise your hand to speak. Instead of speaking and interrupting the teacher, clicking your unmute button and saying, "Ah!" Instead, I want you to raise your hand to speak. So it'll look like this. Okay, let's pretend that you need to say something. Ready? Raise your hand. Awesome job. The next rule is to speak loud and clear. Can you say that? Speak loud and clear. If you talk really quiet like this, it's really hard for us to hear what you're saying. So make sure that you speak up loud and clear so we can all hear you. The next rule is to show respect. Can you do that with me? Show respect. That means that we have to be kind to everyone, even though we're on the screen, because we are friends and we are always using kind words to each other, even when we're on the screen or together in person. The last thing is to come prepared to learn. You might need a book, you might need a pencil, you might need an index card or a whiteboard. I will always tell you what you need. Just make sure you bring those with you. Okay, Fields friends, I can't wait for our first meeting. I'll see you guys soon.